Welcome back to RC 101 with the Taoist Flyer. Today, with a special thanks to FlyingToys.com, we're going to take a look at the new Peregrine from Silverlit. This one's not out yet, and the final version may be a little different than this one, but this is pretty much what the final version will be like. The main feature is the real-time video system that lets you see what the aircraft sees by displaying the video on a little screen in the transmitter. It uses a 2.4 GHz radio system that actually has two-way communication between the aircraft and the transmitter, so you know how much battery power the aircraft has left and how much space the micro SD card in the aircraft has left. The screen is brightly lit and the 640 by 480 video looks nice. In some locations the range is really nice. I can actually have the camera on in one room and watch the video in another room even with the doors closed. Outside, the range can be about 100 yards, but it really depends on a lot of factors. 2.4 GHz radio systems work great and don't suffer from as much interference as traditional radio systems, but the video stream requires a lot of data, and in some locations the video stream to the transmitter can be blocked by outside interference, so always do a range test first so you don't end up in a tree. The aircraft itself is a basic two-channel aircraft, so you use thrust to gain altitude and you slow down one of the two propellers to turn. It has a lot of power and it's designed to get a lot of lift, so it's easy to fly and it has a good turn radius, but there's no steering if the throttle's all the way down. At full throttle it can climb pretty quickly, and in low wind conditions it's really a nice fun aircraft to fly. I had a lot of fun with it. The video looks nice and the camera is positioned very well on the bottom of the aircraft. And when the battery's running low, the aircraft will actually lower the thrust and land, and if the signal's lost, it'll usually do the same. Flight times are about 5 to 7 minutes, and you can recharge with the transmitter or with the USB charging cable in about 35 minutes. I had some trouble with video interference in some city park locations, and it doesn't like wind, but when the wind conditions were right and there was no interference, it was a nice aircraft to fly, and it got some pretty smooth video. I found myself looking at the aircraft during flight instead of looking at the video display because it isn't easy to fly it without actually looking at the aircraft, unless of course you have a lot of open space. You can also take still pictures with the camera as well, and you can change a lot of settings like video resolution and display brightness through the transmitter, but the videos come out as .asf files, and I couldn't play them with Windows Media Player or with QuickTime, so I had to encode them or play them with VLC Media Player. The thing I like the most is the two-way communication. The aircraft can stream the video signals to the transmitter, and it can also stream the pre-recorded videos from the micro SD card as well. And it also lets you know how much battery life the aircraft has left. When everything comes together and it all works, it's really a lot of fun for a two-channel airplane. Check out the Peregrine from Silverlit at FlyingToys.com, and stay tuned for more RC 101 with the Taoist Flyer.